My colleague Mosmi Singh is now joining me live. She is at the India Summit, which is happening. It's day 2. Mosmi, good morning to you. This, of course, has thrown the cat among the pigeons, somehow taken away from what the India meet is discussing, and everyone, I'm sure, is discussing probably formally or informally about this idea which has been mooted and which possibly looks like it's moving forward on the center, which is of one nation, one election. What are the parties telling you?
A very good morning to you and all our viewers. Polemi from Mumbai. A nation which is in a permanent electioneering mode, whether it's state elections or, the mega grand finale, the Lok Sabha elections. This is huge and coming at a time close on the heels of the third meeting of the India parties. Naturally, it is going to dominate the discussions even on the second day. Even yesterday, even as the special session of the parliament and of course, possibility of, bringing that bill was the news trickled in here in Mumbai. Several leaders in the meeting said that the seat sharing should be finalized soon. And in fact, Mamta Banerjee said that the manifesto should be out by October, the 2nd of October. So there was an urgency over, deciding the entire blueprint of the India parties. Perhaps there is a sense in the leaders that they have lesser time that they had imagined, and because of if you've seen that earlier, Mamta and Nitish, they have of course expressed that view that
we're getting some more information that's coming in right now. It's likely that a former Chief Justice of India, former Cabinet Secretary, former CEC and some others could be members of the committee which the government has formed under the chairmanship of former President Ramnath Kovind to study one nation, one election. So that's in fact the latest piece of information that we're getting right now. A former Chief Justice of India, a former Chief Election Commissioner, as well as a former Cabinet Secretary could be members of the committee that the government has formed on one nation, one election. We are awaiting that formal notification to arrive so we know who all are the members, but we do know that this committee will be headed by former President Ramnath Kovind. Let's listen into Sanjay Raut.
एक विधान एक संविधान की बात भी हम करते हैं, तो वन नेशन तो वन है। क्या किसी के मन में शंका है? इलेक्शन भी एक होता है जो संविधान ने हमको अधिकार दिया है। लोकसभा, विधानसभा, वन नेशन और वन इलेक्शन ठीक है, लेकिन उससे पहले फेयर इलेक्शन लीजिए। फेयर इलेक्शन हमारा नारा है, नॉट वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन, वी वांट फेयर इलेक्शन, जो आज देश में नहीं हो रहा है। और ये फेयर इलेक्शन जो हम मांग रहे हैं, ये टालने के लिए ये वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन का ये फंडा लेकर आए। और ये मुझे लगता है एक षड्यंत्र है चुनाव आगे ढकलने के लिए। ये लोग चुनाव ही नहीं लेना चाहते। रामनाथ कोविंद जी जब राष्ट्रपति थे तो उनके तरफ ध्यान किसी ने दिया नहीं है सरकार ने। आप बेचारे रिटायर हो गए तो उनके ऊपर जिम्मेदारी दी है। ठीक है, देख लेंगे। इंडिया से डरे हुए लोग, ये लोग बौखला गए हैं, डर है उनके मन में, डर है, इसलिए डर दिन एक नया फंडा लेकर आते हैं। कल यहाँ हमारी मीटिंग चल रही है, तो मीटिंग के ऊपर से ध्यान हटाने के लिए ये सब लेकर आते हैं। आप देखिए, अब ये लोगों ने पार्लियामेंट सेशन, स्पेशल सेशन बुलाया है। क्या जरूरत है? जब सेशन चलता है तो प्रधानमंत्री आते नहीं, जब सेशन चलता है तो सरकार की तरफ से सेशन चलने नहीं देते। अब ये कौन सा अमृतकाल आया है नया सेशन, वो भी हमारे गणपति के सीजन में। महाराष्ट्र के साथ बहुत से राज्यों में हम गणपति का उत्सव त्यौहार मनाते हैं। ये सार्वजनिक त्यौहार है, तो हमको महाराष्ट्र को हमेशा 10 साल में जिस प्रकार की ये हमसे ये बर्ताव करते हैं, अब गणपति में सेशन, यानी महाराष्ट्र के सांसद वहाँ न पहुँचे, हमारी बात नहीं रख पाए। गणपति के साथ भी ये छल है, कपट है।
अडानी को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने का, अडानी को डिस्ट्रैक्ट करने का कंडेम करेंगे।
त्याच्यावरती मी जरा आज आम्ही बरेच दिवस आतमध्ये आहोत, बाहेर काय चाललंय माहिती नाही.
सर मराठीमध्ये
काय हे आहे हमारा. मोदीच्या सरकारनं, आमच्या प्रधानमंत्री मोदींच्या सरकारनं काल एक नवा फुगा हवेत सोडलेला आहे.
Modi government
nation,
has blown another
one
hot air
election.
balloon yesterday.
त्याच्या आधी एक निशान, एक संविधान वगैरे विधान. काय झालं जम्मू काश्मीरला? तिथे आधी इलेक्शन घ्या, वन नेशन मध्ये,
One symbol, one constitution.
मणिपूर
What happened to Jammu and Kashmir?
वन नेशन.
Conduct elections there.
आधी या देशामध्ये फेअर इलेक्शन व्हायला पाहिजे.
Before one nation, one election, there should be
कमिशन
fair election.
या देशामध्ये
election.
काम करते आहे.
A corrupt election commission is working in this country.
भ्रष्ट इलेक्शन कमिशन, दबावाखाली काम करणारे इलेक्शन कमिशन जोपर्यंत आहे तोपर्यंत या देशामध्ये फेअर इलेक्शन होणार नाही.
Until we have this corrupt election commission, there won't be
आपण घाबरलेला आहात
a fair
इंडिया
election.
आघाडीच्या या ताकदीला, आणि त्यातून तुम्हाला हे सगळं हा माथेफिरूपणा
You're worried,
आयडिया आहे.
looking at the strength of the India alliance. So that is, of course, what Sanjay Raut had to say. He, of course, said that before mooting the idea of one nation, one election, conduct a fair election, conduct elections in Jammu and Kashmir. Mosmi Singh, my colleague, continues to be live with us from Mumbai, from, in fact, the venue of that India summit. Mosmi, apologies for cutting you short earlier. You were telling us about the reactions that are coming in from the opposition parties to this speculated agenda of the special session of Parliament, which is likely to be one nation, one election bill. We heard from Sanjay Raut. What are the other leaders you're speaking to, telling you, cutting across party lines, Mosmi?
So, Polemi, Sanjay Raut there, coming out and giving that soundbite. We've seen leaders, responding ever since this news has broken out. Priyanka Chaturvedi to the likes of B. Raja. Everybody is talking only on one topic. So this is the issue that is dominating the entire meet here. Rahul Gandhi has just arrived. They would be starting their morning meeting in a short while from now, and clearly, the biggest and the most heavy bearing of the one nation, one election at today will be on the India meet, because if the government is going in for step by step, deliberating and discussing on one nation, one election, then the opposition feels that they will also have to have their gears in place. They will also have to gear up for the entire consequences that roll out, and that's one reason that we've seen all the leaders pressing in for early seat sharing formulas, early crack team on the ground, and in fact, the leaders were saying that in September there should be a mega rally of sorts or an agitation plan. So clearly, I think that that the India parties would see a lot of action plan being put in place that could have been delayed perhaps for another meeting being put in place today, and we'll see that, we'll hear about that at 4 o'clock when that press conference happens, where all the leaders are sitting together.
Right. Mosmi, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Mosmi, of course, is tracking the reactions that are coming in from the India Alliance to, of course, one nation, one bill. Remember that the centre has formed a committee under the chairmanship of former President Ramnath Kovind to, in fact, look into the aspects of one nation, one election, how it can be implemented. And now we're learning from our sources that a former Chief Justice of India, a former Cabinet Secretary, a former Chief Election Commissioner, and others could be members of this committee as well.